Hey, I'm Dan Fitzpatrick at StockMarketMentor.com. I want to show you what we did with Palantir this morning, and depending on how I'm feeling, we may look at a couple other stocks as well. And this is why I'm going to show you this, because I'm holding, I don't do this very often, but I'm holding a live trading session tomorrow starting at 9:15 Eastern. So we're going to get online before the market opens, look at some candidates for trading, and then during the first half an hour or so, whatever the market's going to give us, we're going to try to make some money. That's the whole point of these early morning sessions. Is I want to teach you some things, of course, but I would like you to make money, because isn't that nice? When you can learn something, that's awesome. But when you get paid for learning, not really sure what could be better than that. Unless you get a free lunch too. So I want you to join me for that, and you have to be a member of Stock Market Mentor. So if you're not a member, just sign up for a free trial. It's like literally free, and you get the first 30 days on me. You can show up tomorrow and get in on this action. It's a really good time to be trading. It's a really good time to be, frankly, to be day trading. There were a lot of stocks that really moved well today. I'll get into some of those in just a second, but here's what we did on Palantir. We got our members into this trade on Friday. Some have been in before then, but I wasn't. I was looking in other directions, and this is my IPO strategy to a T. So the stock started moving up on Friday. Stock runs up above the 15th high. $28. So that's where we're taking the stock. So this is on Friday. Then this morning, the stock gaps up and it's up 22%. And then it keeps going higher than that. On such a big move, on such a short period of time, it's really prudent to take some profits, to take some money off the table, because that's the tempting thing to do, which means that a lot of traders are going to be doing it, which means that there's going to be excess supply. So why not take part in that? So we took some of that. Off today. This is a really nice trade in just a very few trading hours, and so it was great. Give me one of these every day, and I'll be happy. But what I like about Palantir is today's volume was even higher. The last time we've seen such high volume, though, was here on this day when the stock ran up, and then the very next day it gaps, and then it reversed. I could actually see a similar thing happening tomorrow. I don't know, but after the kind of volume we've had in the last couple of days, especially since it's on no real news, you got to watch out for this stock to be reversing. So I could see it gapping up a bit and then coming back down. That's why we decided to exit today. But we will be looking at this tomorrow. Other stocks that we're going to be checking out are stocks with super high short interest. We'll look at GameStop. Hello, of course, everybody does. There may be some money even to be made on this tomorrow. But, and I emphasize this to members in our strategy session today, if you're holding this stock overnight, don't flatter yourself and call yourself a trader. You're not. Seriously, don't flatter yourself. You're not a trader. You're a gambler. But by the way, that's okay. There are many professional gamblers who make a handsome living at gambling. But if you're holding a stock like GameStop overnight, you are a gambler. Now, if you're Michael Burry, you're not a gambler. You're a rich as hell trader who knows exactly what you're doing, where this guy literally started buying the stock. I remember because I posted this trade. We traded it and got out for a whopping 30 or 40%. This guy's making so much money on this stock, he could probably buy his own island, or maybe the Hawaiian Islands. But the rest of us, if you're holding this stock overnight, I'll just say it again, I think you're gambling. If you disagree with me, it's because you're making a lot of money. And I would say, good for you. Great. But we're going to look at other stocks like GoGo is a stock that we took today for a nice trade. the way this stock is trading after hours, this could be a big mover tomorrow as well. So we're going to be looking at that. Other stocks, I don't even know how you pronounce this. MAC, probably also going to be trade worthy tomorrow. iRobot, loved this stock today. This is how it traded, like so many of them did, first thing in the morning. Well, guess when we're going to be trading tomorrow? First thing in the morning. What happened back here on the 21st? Stock runs up nicely over 5%, first thing in the morning. What happens over here on the 19th? Stock runs up 5%, first thing in the morning. Of course, today, the stock runs up 5% within about, 20 minutes and keeps going. So we're going to be looking at this kind of stuff tomorrow. We're going to look at Ligand Pharmaceuticals. We'll go back to the day chart. I couldn't touch this right now, but as a day trade, this could be happening. Fizz, National Beverage, highly shorted. First thing that happens this morning, boom, big move up. These stocks still have massive short interest, and we will be looking at these tomorrow. Dillard's, Bed Bath and wherever. This could be a pretty decent short tomorrow, even if we can get a borrow. Seritage Health, never heard of them. But this is a stock that could move. And then finally, SunPower, or as I call it, spyware, just because I'm lazy, is also a stock that can move really well. But if you've stuck with me this long, here's a couple that you definitely might want to look at. The first one's kind of a random one. Norfolk Southern, looks like we could get a nice bounce tomorrow. Definitely worth looking at for a nice day trade, but also Uber. This is a shakeout. This move today, a big washout right down here, and then a regaining of the 50-day moving average. This is actually positive. This is a healthy move for the chart. We saw the stock up at 60, comes all the way down to $50. That's over 15%. But from the low, it regained 8.5%. So in one day, we've had this big move, a finish of a big move down, and now I'm actually looking for a move to the upside. So we have several names that we're going to be looking at tomorrow, and I want you to join us. And you can also follow me on Twitter at Dan Fitzpatrick, and I don't tweet a lot, but the stuff that I do tweet I think is really important. I'm not a mega tweeter. I studiously avoid tweeting about politics because half the people nod their heads in agreement and the other half want to kill me and kill my wife and kids and take my car, my house, my job away from me. So, who needs that aggravation? But I will post stocks. I want you to be there, and I want you to be here tomorrow. All right, we'll see you.